Hello, my name is Sergio, and today I'm going to be speaking about things. And things, I mean stand-up, while sitting. Welcome to my Fireside chat. I love you all. Let's get started. Christmas is so great. I love the music. I love the gifts. I love the snow. In fact, I love everything about Christmas. And I just got a few more jokes for you guys, just little gaffes, goofs, things. I was on the phone the other day with a customer from my bank, and I swear to God, the dude on the other end of the phone let a big one rip, It's like, we were investigating a fraudulent charge, but they should have been investigating a flatulent discharge. I think my biggest problem with poor people is how gross they are.
No, say it.
They're gross. They're stinky gross. I was at the grocery store the other day, and for the folks at home, that's a place where they sell groceries, Like food. I was in the frozen food aisle looking for some Highliner fish sticks. Can we get a hand for Captain Highliner? And you wouldn't believe the kind of ice creams they have now. I haven't been big into ice cream since Fallon changed the Tonight Dough recipe, so maybe I'm a little out of touch. This is such a run-on sentence, but really, who's out there eating butterscotch ripple? or Napoleonian ice cream? You like whatever his name is.
Yes. Napoleon Bonaparte?
Have you heard of that stuff? I've never gone out for ice cream with someone and seen them order Napoleonian ice cream. Not once ever. I've also never been out with somebody. I have. Have you? Who's out there eating Napoleonian ice cream? Guys named Napoleonian? Yeah, probably.
Neapolitan, god damn it.
She sobies on my co-op till I save on foods. No.
Yeah! Woo!
Growing up, my dad always told me it seemed like I had a bottomless pit inside of me because I could eat so much. When I asked him to check, he leaned in a little too far and fell in. I ate my dad. I guess he was right because he's been falling for over 20 years. Been heavy into Italian cooking lately, so I've been calling my kitchen the Pax Romana. So whenever I'm in my kitchen, in my Pax Romana, she Casio on my pee-pee till I Pecorino, no, that will never do. Where the hell is San Marzano anyways? Where the hell is San Marzano?
That's a good question. Italy.
Basically, I guess what I'm trying to say is that they suck on my penis till I ejaculate.
We all love ejaculating.
No, not coming out. I wonder where sick freak invented eggnog, There's like half a farm in there. And what's a nog anyways? The only other time of the year I get nog is when I lose my balance at the skate park and I hit my head on the ground. I saw Freddy Fazbear at the Popeyes and got scared, covered my eyes, and ran screaming through the glass door. Now they won't let me eat there, and claim that I'm a, quote, danger to the safety and well-being of their staff and customers.
No, that's right.
But one time they left me waiting for food for like 20 minutes, and I guess are you guys telling actual stories I've told you? This genuinely happened to me. Why are you putting my real life stories on this? Fuck.
Frank.
Don't say those words. Beginning really into kick the can with the neighborhood kids lately. The doctor says I have weak pulmonary function, so it's mostly for my health. But gee, whiz, is it fun. We kick the can till 8, sometimes 8:30. If the other kids' parents let them stay out that late. Gotta be careful on the way home though, Can't get caught by the beast, I did a bottle drive recently. That's where I drive around with a bottle of alcohol and drink from it sometimes.
Indeed.
Do you have a favorite type?
The one that makes me go boom boom. The fire is alluring me. The warm glow, that familiar comforting presence of the flame. But how do we make it? And what is it? Nobody knows for sure. Ionized gas? Maybe. But what of man? And what of the gods? The Promethean in our midst wants me to touch it. I feel inclined to oblige, though the meeting of our fingers will make me yelp like a Tom and Jerry or Lee Harvey Oswald skit. Please tell others about this.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
Fuck the forest fires. Call me controversial, but I think the N-word shouldn't be used by Eminem. Ivan Drago, the Russian antagonist of Rocky IV. I just know if he was a reindeer, he'd be calling them names and then not letting them join in the reindeer games. Rude Dolph. I've always looked up to LeBron James because he's 6'9". Things these days are so misleading. Like, let me tell you something that happened to me for example. Now, I'm not much of a sports guy, but I love baseball. When I was growing up, Wade Boggs was a big deal. You know, Wade Boggs, he played for the Red Sox and the Yankees. One of my heroes. So I was watching this documentary about Wade Boggs, and it was really good until they started pulling all these perfectly preserved bodies out of a swamp. And they tried to figure out who these people were before they got stuck in the mud 1,000 years ago. And I thought to myself, that's odd. I don't remember seeing that during the 1996 World Series. But then I realized the documentary was about Beat Boggs and not Wade Boggs. How silly is that? I've always looked up to Danny DeVito because he's a really talented actor.
Well, I mean, and you could, right?
Are you calling me short?
Yes.
Audience, shut up! I'm in this club where we put Gorilla Tape on our nuts and see how fast we can rip it off. You know? My personal best is 4 seconds, Gorilla Tape, much to think about. Did somebody have a stroke? You know, I gotta be honest, I let a huge fart rip right at the start, you know, you saw me. I've knocked out half the audience by now. They're all on the ground dead. And that's why you aren't hearing many laughs.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, there's one awake. There she is. I turned out the Ride Up the Rod Comedy Festival to be here, you know. By the way, the Crown Prize Mohammed bin Salman laughed at these harder than you. What is wrong with you? There are hot Latinx singles in your area, and surprise, it's me again. I may look 35, but honey, the soup of my day was primordial. Chat, is this cancel culture? So Nintendo thinks they can make a Nintendo Switch 2. The gall of them just to add a 2 at the end of it, if that would fool us, you know? Mario Kart World? More like Mario Kart Board. Donkey Kong Bonanza? More like Donkey Kong, you should burn the ground like Bonanza. Kirby Air Raiders? Kirby narrators. Metroid Prime 4? More like, wow, that looks like a good game. Let's be real for a second. Bring the camera closer to me. Somebody bring their camera closer to me. Can you angle it this way? The reason for this season is Christmas. That's why we're still here. So let me tell you exactly why all the other holidays suck. Winter is my favorite time of day. If I had to pick my last meal, it would probably be because I went on a killing spree.
Yep.
That's a really good joke.
I think politics would be a lot more interesting if everybody talked like a carnival barker. Step right up, come cast your ballot. Come on, folks, toss a ring and try a land on it. Policy about taxing the rich. I swear it's not rigged, it's not rigged. That would be great, you know, just imagine. A carny for a prime minister. I just eagerly await the day where we see the nation's first female prime minister. Break that glass ceiling. Danielle Smith. The only girls gone wild I want to see are the sweet little animals at the zoo being reintroduced to their natural habitats. Habitats? Habitats? I've been on a couple safaris, you know. one in Tanzania, and one in Kenya. I've seen a cheetah take down a wildebeest. I've seen monkeys get beaten by hippopotamuses. And somehow, nothing from either of those experiences is crazier than the stuff I see when I walk my garbage out to the dumpster. I've seen bugs that'll turn your socks inside out. I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in its hands. But you gotta have rituals, man. I love how my teleprompter is waiting for the joke to get to the top. A cheetah's max speed is normally 104 kilometers per hour, but a cheetah's max speed can hit 200 kilometers per hour if their alimony is due. Believe me, I know. I have never had a child in my life. In honor of the heat of the fire, I'd like to take a few minutes and do a roast of MTLR. First of all, what's with the name? Made to look ridiculous entertainment? That name's longer than a Beowulf. But at least Beowulf had sexy Gaelic people. Woo! I love Gaelic people. Tongue twisters are fun, but I'd rather twist my tongue Frenching some hot European babe than thinking about Lucas Hilderman. And really, what's the deal with Lucas? You know, he walks around like Doofenshmirtz. You know, he talks like Doofenshmirtz. And he looks like he smells like tuna. I just know he smells like tuna. You smell like tuna. But if we're talking smells, let's talk about Aiden. He really overdoes it with the Axe body spray. He's like a locker room. And what's with the H? Aiden H. Richards? Does he think it makes him smarter to have the middle initial? He's not charismatic like Samuel L. Jackson, or important like George R.R. Martin, or Martin. Hey, what a dumb last name. Didn't land. Can you believe Tyler Martin has the audacity to have the first name for a last name? You know, that's so cliche and overdone. He should have taken Shelby's name. Bane is way cooler than my wife. His wife. So what? Anyway, he's ugly. I hate to be the official behind the scenes videographer for that company. Yikes. Have you even seen their stuff? Judging by the views on their YouTube channel, you probably haven't. It's not true. You get wonderful views, and you're lucky. They're just wannabe copycats. The best video on the channel is the full-on ripoff of another show. And now, they're doing Fireside Chats again? That's for 3 years ago. You know, that was 3 years ago. What's next? Unboxing? Yeah. Talk show? Yeah. God help us all. But at least the stuff is better than the original project.
Is
you know?
It
is. Have you seen Perihelion? Any scene for Perihelion? Blah, blah, blah. Or like, whatever. I couldn't even make it 4 minutes into that movie. It's the most confusing title ever. The plot makes no sense. The Green Man doesn't even kill anyone.
Yeah.
Brunch Boys did it better, if you ask me.
That's real. That's real.
People actually watch their videos.
That's real.
Take MTLR presents. I heard attendance for the event was so low, they had to force the audience to do presentations. And while they were talking events, what about their film jams? I mean, seriously, those seem like really well-run and fun events, but with awesome opportunities for folks to grow their skills and meet the new like-minded people. That is cool. Anyways, they suck. I just got a couple more jokes for you guys, and I'm sorry for being illiterate. Have you ever seen the squeakle? The squeakle? Is that how you say it?
Squeakle.
Never seen.
Sequel but squeak.
Oh, squeakle. Oh, who's getting the best head image? Yeah, you're right. Goddamn, Eleanor got me turned. Thanks. Thank you for a confusing, disorienting, mispronounced, terrible night. Thank you for coming to my Fireside Chuck.
Get him out of here!